Hello and welcome to the 1.4 Ed Puzzle for Math 2. So go ahead, get either your packet or your notebook ready, and we're going to get started. So number 1 says, what is slope? How do we find it? So slope is average rate of change. Specifically like between 2 points. And we find it by using the formula y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So this one says find the slope between the points -2 and 1 and 3 and 5. All right. So we'll go ahead and we'll label this guy x1, x1, y1, x2, y2. So we're going to do 5 minus 1 all over 3 minus -2. So we end up with 4 over 5. And that would be our answer for that one. All right. And I forgot to put directions in here. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to determine if it is linear, exponential, or quadratic. And if it is linear or exponential, you are supposed to give the, my handwriting is so bad. Give the equation. All right, so let's go ahead and look at number 1. All right, so they're given to us as a set of points, all right? And of course, notice that the x values go up by 1 each time, so we're all good on that end. So let's go ahead and find out what's going on with our y values. So if I look here, they appear to be going up by 2 each time. If I do -2 minus -4, I get +2. 0 minus -2, +2. And 2 minus 0, we get +2. 4 minus 2, +2. So this one's definitely linear. And let's go ahead and plot that. We have 0, -4, 1, -2, 2, 0, 3, 2, and 4, 4. Feel free to pause the video to graph yourself. All right, so that looks promising. We've got our line. All right, so let's go ahead and look at number 2. So looking at number 2, we can see that our x values, again, are going up by 1 each time, so we're all good. Oh, actually, I have to go back. We never made up our equation. My bad. So this one's linear, so we need our y equals mx plus b. And we've got that our slope is 2. And they did give us our y-intercept, which is -4. So that's that. All right, cool. So on number 2, the x values go up by 1 each time, so let's go ahead and check out the y values. So just from looking at it, I can tell that there's definitely no common difference. The y values actually, they go down and then they go back up. All right, so that is definitely not going to be a common difference. So let's go ahead, let's see if ratio works. So we'll do -8 divided by -5. That is 1.6. We multiplied by 1.6. Now we'll do -9 divided by -8. We end up with times 1.125. Okay, so this is not an exponential because we do not have a common ratio, so we're going to get rid of that. So now let's see, maybe it's a quadratic. So here we went down by 3, right? We did -8 minus -5. We got -3. And then we're going to do -9 minus -8. We're going to get -1. -8 minus -9. We get +1. And then -5 minus -8, we get +3. All right. So now let's, I didn't mean to erase that, I meant to erase this. So now let's see if we have a common second difference. All right, to get from 3 to negative 1, we went up 2. Negative 1 to 1, up 2. And 1 to 2, up 2. So we got a common second difference, so this is definitely a quadratic. So let's go ahead and plot these. Negative 2, negative 5, negative 1, negative 8, negative 1, negative 9, or I'm sorry, 0, negative 9, 1, negative 8, and 2, negative 5. So this definitely has that quadratic shape. Looks just like that. All right, always like a U. All right, let's try this next one. So looking at this guy, we'll go ahead, let's try a common ratio first. So we'll do negative 3. Oh, actually, first let's make sure our x values increase by 1 each time. They do. We're good to go. So we're going to do negative 3 divided by negative 2. So that is going to be, oh, I'm sorry, that was wrong. It should be negative 3 divided by 0, which we actually cannot do, funny enough. So I guess right off the bat, first off, we know that in math we can't divide by 0. So right off the bat, I would say that this is not an exponential, because we literally can't even do negative 3 divided by 0. So let's go ahead and see if we have a common first difference or a common second difference. So we got minus 3 minus 0. That's minus 3. Negative 4 minus negative 3. We've got a minus 1. Negative 3 minus negative 4. We've got a plus 1. And then we've got a plus 3 here. Let me erase all my extra stuff. All right, so we don't have a common first difference, but guess what? We do have a common second difference here. Yay. So this is going to be a quadratic. So let's plot our points. We've got negative 2, 0, negative 1, negative 3, 0, negative 4, 1, negative 3, and 2, 0. So again, we've got that quadratic shape. Looking good. All right. So let's go ahead and try this last one. So let's go ahead, just looking at it, I feel like I want to try a common ratio. So let's go see if we can find a common ratio. So we're going to do 6 divided by 3. That would be times 2. 12 divided by 6 times 2. 24 divided by 12 times 2. 48 divided by 24 times 2. So we've got a common ratio, so this is definitely an exponential. All right. So let's go ahead and find our equation. So we know that an exponential is y equals a times our ratio to the power of x. So here, they did give us our y-intercept. So we know that our a is 3. So then our r is 2. Raise that to the power of x, and we are done with that. So now we just got to plot our points. We have 0, 3, 1, 6, 2, 12, 3, 24, and 4, 48. When we plot that, we get something like this.